Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Harakakadash. Those are the names of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, who you ignorantly called God and Jesus Christ, whose names are Yahawah and Yahawashi. I would also like to give a double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. And I would like to say a sincere shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four winds of the world, the men, the prophets that are prophesying and laboring in this truth and in this doctrine. To you, I say shalom. More colleges are cracking down, all right? And in these universities, these colleges throughout the United States and really throughout the world are going to make it a requirement for you to get the C19 jab, all right? And a lot of jakes out there that are in college are going to have to make a decision. They're going to be faced with a choice, all right? Because in this article I'm going to read, I'm going to read the whole thing, but it points out a few colleges that are making it basically mandatory for you to get that JAB to attend school in the fall. All right. And there's a lot of jakes out there that are pursuing degrees and master's degrees and doctrines and stuff. And you're going to have to make a choice. You're going to continue to serve this devil and be indoctrinated with their wicked philosophies. All right. Their wicked, vile ways of life. All right. And pursue your life and pursue your, um, your dreams and aspirations in this world. Are you gonna suffer for righteousness sake? Okay, because it's going to come a time when you're going to have to choose. You're going to have to choose between really the left hand and the right hand. All right, follow Esau and or follow Yahawah Shema Shai and trust in the Lord at the end of the day. Okay, because um Esau is pretty much drawing the line right now. All right, wherever you go, it's going to be required that you get this JAB, whether it's your job to travel. All right, if your job requires to travel, you're going to have that passport, that special passport that they're pretty much testing out right now in these other countries. All right, the same thing with school. Okay, and it's going to be jakes out there that say, well, I got to get an education and yada yada yada. Majority of the jobs. All right, you should show you how BS this system is. The majority of jobs in this world, you don't need extensive schooling, all right, or some kind of doctrine or master's. Majority of this shit can be learned by just watching the person that's training you do it. Okay, but Esau, it's all a setup. It's at school, all right. It's a big joke. All right, only thing you need to do is learn how to read and write and do math. All right, basic arithmetic, division, subtraction, and basic algebra. But Esau, and really our people, all right, they plays on their minds and think they can really make it in the society. Okay, so let me read this article. I'm rambling too much, but hey, Esau's coming down with great wrath. All right, as you can see. All right, they're hitting everybody. All right, they're hitting the elderly, the working class, the blue collar, and now they're hitting the college students. All right, it says more colleges say they'll require students to have C19 jabs for fall. All right, you can't even say the word. Duke University in North Carolina has announced that it will require students to have a C19 jab when they return this fall, and the list of campuses with such policies is growing. Rutgers University in New Jersey was the first, and since then, more than a dozen residential colleges have followed. The University of Notre Dame, two Ivy League universities, Brown and Cornell, Northwestern University in Massachusetts are among those requiring the jab for the fall. Cleveland State will do so for all living students living on campus. All right, if you live on that campus, and a lot of campuses are going to be doing this, you have to take that serum, all right, that potion, that cocktail of wickedness. All right, as the jab becomes more widely available, it's likely many more colleges will add their own mandates. All right, it's going to be made mandatory eventually. 37 states are now um, jabbing all people ages 16 and up. And April 19th, all states in the U.S. will join them. So all this by April 19th, which is a few days from now, they're going to be all the states are going to giving these jabs out. All right. I'm gonna scroll down. Let me see. And they'll say this right here. I'll just read this part right here. College has have long required vaccinations for infectious diseases in a survey. Yeah, they of course they want your, just like you went to school, they want your shot records, but hey, this is not This is something new. This is something new Esau's throwing out there. All right, and this is a prerequisite. This is a precursor to the mark. All right, that CHIP. All right, so hey, if Esau can see that hell, all his college students are submitting to this JAB, well, shit, we can get a lead. We might can get all of them to take the CHIP. All right, and that's how this devil works. It gradually gets you to accept things. Okay. I'm gonna scroll down a little. Is it legal? Most universities have no power to require jabs, explained Dorrit Reese, a law professor at the UC Hastings College of Law in San Francisco. But it does depend on what the college can do generally on vaccines and what they've done in the past. Okay. So hey, and they know it's not legal, all right, but they're gonna put it out there, and a lot of these people, they're not gonna ask questions. They're not gonna, okay, let me see something in writing. All right, that's all you have to ask Esau. Let me see it in writing. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Show me it in writing. That's all you got to do to Esau, and then they'll have to go and find something in writing, a legal document. All right, and I'm pretty sure that the college has have vetted this and done their due diligence and their research, but the majority of the students aren't even going to go that far. They're going to willfully accept it. All right, I'm gonna scroll down. Alternatives to a mandate, even with a large portion of their student bodies vaccinated, campuses are likely to keep many of the elements that have come to define C19 college. Masking, frequent coronavirus testing, and social distancing, even with a vaccination requirement for the fall. Rectors have said it will continue to test all students and the faculty members until the public health officials advise otherwise. So it's going to be something that you're going to be dealing with for the rest of your life, pretty much. All right, until the Most High comes and destroys this place, or until Yahawashi and the angels come and destroy this place. All right, so this place is literally wasted. You're gonna have to deal with this. This is part of that NWO, that New World Order. All right, to control everything. That's Esau's whole agenda. That's what it's all about, control. All right, it says getting current students vaccinated. So you get the point, all right? It's going to be required for you to get this jab to attend school, all right? And this is all a part of Esau's witchcraft. This is all a part of their final their final stand, basically against the Most High, all right? Their final defiance against Yahawah to get everyone to take this jab, all right, and eventually get that CHIP. This is a midterm, all right, basically for the final test. And that final test is that hour of temptation when that CHIP will be made mandatory. All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And this is exactly what this devil Esau Edom is doing. They're coming down with great wrath, all right, at all angles. It's not just, you think great wrath, they're coming down physically. No, they're coming down spiritually. They're coming down with their not agendas, with their what's the word? I can't think of the word. With their legislations, with their laws. All right, they write all this stuff in the law. That's great wrath, but by the devil. All right, this is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. It reads, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, so it's going to be some jakes out there that find out about this truth that are in college. All right, what are they going to do? All right, hey, if the Most High is dealing with them, hey, they're going to say F you in that jab. And they're going to, get out of that school system, okay? And put their trust in Yahweh Shema Shai, that they'll find them a way for them to get their daily bread, find them and provide a way for them to maintain in the society until this place is destroyed. All right, this is Matthew chapter 16. I'm going to go to verse 25. For whomsoever shall save his life shall lose it, and whomsoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. For what is it? For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? For what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? All right. So those jakes that do take this JAB to stay in college to pursue their degree, their bachelor's, master's, doctorate, whatever it may be. They're looking to save their life. They're looking to advance in this wicked ass society that's basically crumbling. Okay, they're looking to save their life. They're not willing to lose their life for righteousness' sake, for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi's sake. Okay, it says what is a man profit if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? All right, yeah, you may get a doctorate, you may get a master's, you may get your bachelor's, and that may advance you in this world, but at the end of the day, was it really worth it? Was it worth losing your soul? Was it worth eventually getting that CHIP and being destroyed by Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi to earn a few bucks and be somewhat comfortable in this society? Hell no. That's a trap and a snare every time. You're gonna lose every time. Okay? This is the book of Isaiah chapter 36 and verse 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of the broken reed on Egypt, wherein if a man lean, it will it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trusted him. All right, and that's you, Jakes, trusting in Babylon, trusting in the broken reed. Okay, and it's gonna really pierce you through. Okay, it's gonna pierce you spiritually, and then eventually it's gonna pierce you with that thermonuclear fire, with these plagues that are being sent from the Heavenly Father and His Son. Okay, so that's hey, you Jakes that continue to trust in America. This is going to be a test for you that are in college, that are trying to pursue a degree, that are trying to try to better theirself in captivity. All right, only way to better yourself in this captivity is to fall into this truth. Okay, to have the pray to the Most High opens your eyes to this knowledge, wisdom, and this understanding. And if you don't, hey, you're just dead. You all right? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk down into Egypt, and that have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and trust in the shadow of Egypt. And when you trust, it's nothing wrong, with trying to get an education, but at the end of the day, you got to know, you have to know the truth, because if you're in school and you know the truth, it's bullshit. You know that, hey, if I'm just here I'm here on a scholarship, they're paying for my school. I know it's bullshit, but hey, let me just try to make something of it. Hey, push come to shove, they say you got to take this JAB to stay here. All right, I'm out. All right, I got the little knowledge that I learned. I took advantage of it. All right, and I'm going to use it to try to get me try to help me sustain in this society. All right, but you got Jake in this world that's going to college thinking that they're going to make $1 million. All right, that they're going to really thrive in slavery. All right, because they trust in Egypt. They trust in the shadow of Egypt. And Egypt is synonymous with bondage. All right, you niggas really trust in slavery. But like I said, there's going to be a time when you're going to have to choose, when you're going to have to choose who you're going to put your trust and your faith in. All right, who are you going to call on? All right, who are you going to ultimately worship? Okay, this is the book of Joshua, chapter 24:15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwelled. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Choose this day. All right, you're gonna have. Hey, it's gonna come a time when everyone's gonna be faced with this this hour of temptation. All right, and if you can't pass a small test like the JAB, hey, more than likely you're going to fail the major test, which is that CHIP. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept my word and of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And that hour of temptation is when that CHIP is going to be made mandatory, where you're not going to be able to do anything. You're going to be dead in this society unless you get that mark of the beast. All right, let me grab that real quick in the book of Revelation 13, and I'll start at 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And hey, this college education goes right along with that image of the beast. Okay, everything that they're teaching in this colleges these days go right along with the image of the beast. All right, so hey, you go to college and you believe all that bullshit. Hey, you basically already worshiping the beast. Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. That's a physical mark. All right, the CHIP, RFID, okay, you can't even say it nowadays because Esau knows we know the jig is up, or Esau knows the jig is up, and he knows that we know. That's why they're trying to do any and everything to put a muzzle and pacify this truth, but they can't. All right, because this is of the Most High. This is of Yahawashi. This is not of men. All right, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So say you go to college and you got this great career and you doing good, and they say your job says, hey, we have new requirements due to safety protocols, and everyone that wants to work this job has to get this CHIP. All right, or you have you're making millions of dollars on the stock market or cryptocurrency, and they say, well, in order to keep your money, you have to get this CHIP and plant it in your hand, and then your money will be transferred to there. Okay, hey, you're gonna have to choose. You're gonna have to make a choice. All right, for the elect, it's gonna be easy because the elect put away this world. The elect hates this world at the end of the day. All right, but 2/3 of our people, they love this place and they're gonna go down right along with it. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect, and I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Until next time, I say shalom.